Hey everyone, this is Anam. Welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be discussing the summary of lesson number 8, The Hack Driver, from the book Footprints Without Feet of class 10. The Hack Driver is a hilarious account of a master trickster, Oliver Lutkins, who isn't educated but is extremely smart and witty. He easily befools an educated lawyer who comes to meet him. Let's talk about the theme. Through the story, the writer wants to dismiss the commonly held belief that illiterate villagers are innocent, simple, and unintelligent as compared to city people. He conveys that deception and smartness are as much a part of villagers as of city dwellers. These seemingly simple village people can outsmart and outwit even the highly educated and qualified so-called intelligent people from the cities. There is a sub-theme also which highlights the view that what really matters in life is experience. Experience is a great teacher. Lutkins is easily able to befool the lawyer as the lawyer is young and unexperienced. Let's begin. The narrator is a law graduate with honors. He's a young fellow and he works as a junior assistant clerk in a distinguished law firm. He has just moved to a big city from a small town, and here he undergoes an unpleasant training period where his work is restricted to serving summons on people. Summon is a court order if somebody is required to present himself before the judge, so that person receives a summon, right? So the narrator is not happy with this kind of work. He experiences the unpleasant side of city life and he even considers returning to his native town where he can work as a real lawyer. One day, he is sent to New Mullion, a village some 40 miles away, to serve summons on a man called Oliver Lutkins. This fellow, Lutkins, is required as a witness in a case, but has been ignoring letters of the law firm. So they sent the narrator personally to his village to give him the summons. On reaching the railway station, the narrator is disappointed to see the muddy streets and ill-maintained wooden shops in New Mullion. The narrator has no idea about where to go and find this person, Lutkins. Fortunately, he finds a delivery man on the station. This man is about 40 years old. He is red-faced, cheerful, and a bit fat. His working clothes are quite dirty and well worn out. His clothes are quite old. The narrator finds him to be a friendly and likable fellow. So he tells the delivery man the purpose of his visit and tries to sound secretive about it. This delivery man claims that he knows Lutkins very well and offers to drive the narrator round the village in his hack to help in finding Lutkins. The charges for his services are decided at $2 an hour after the bargaining. The narrator also discloses his plan to board the afternoon train back to city. The delivery man brings his hack. You can see in the picture, this is what we call a hack. So he brings his hack. The narrator, the lawyer, is instantly touched by the hack driver's friendly warmth and reveals to him that he's there to serve summons to Lutkins. The hack driver proposes to begin their search from Fritz's shop, where Lutkins might have gone to try his hand at a game of poker. On their way to Fritz's shop, he proudly tells the narrator that his business is called William Magnuson Fancy Carting and Hacking and that people in the village call him Bill Magnuson. So he introduces himself as Bill. As the hunt for Lutkins starts, Bill keeps talking about Lutkin's skill at being dishonest and gradually impresses upon the narrator that it's going to be extremely difficult to find Lutkins, because Bill tells the narrator that he's an extremely dishonest and witty person. So they start their search. Bill takes the narrator to Fritz's shop and instructs him to stay behind. He says if Lutkins would see him, then he would get suspicious and escape. The narrator likes his idea, so as told by Bill, the narrator stays behind. Bill inquires about Lutkins from Fritz, who glances at the narrator and answers that Lutkins was at his shop a little while ago, but has probably gone to Gustaff's shop for a shave. The hack driver then takes the narrator. So the first place was Fritz's shop. The second place where they're going is Gustaff's parlour. So the hack driver then takes the narrator to Gustaff's shop, Gustaff's parlour. There too, they do not find Lutkins. The owner seems to be annoyed at Lutkins. He tells that Lutkins owes him $1.35. However, one of the customer at Gustaff's parlour tells the hack driver and the narrator that he has seen Lutkins walking down the main street. Bill guesses that if Lutkins has not come to Gustaff's parlour, then he probably has gone to Gray's parlour for a shave. When the hack driver the hack driver, Bill, then takes the narrator to Gray's parlour, and when they reach there, they again miss him by only 5 minutes. They come to know that Lutkins had been there, but he has just left. They then look for him at the pool room, where they are told that Lutkins had just gone to buy a pack of cigarettes. Thus, every time they go to a place, they are very close to getting Lutkins, but they miss him by a few minutes. After some time, the narrator feels hungry and suggests having lunch at a restaurant. Bill turns down the offer and convinces the narrator to bring lunch for him from his house. He charges $50 for the lunch. They sit atop Wade Hill and enjoy their lunch. The narrator understands that Bill is trying to make some money by offering the lunch and everything, but he doesn't mind because obviously he's not going to pay anything from his pocket. The firm is going to provide everything, so he doesn't mind. As they enjoy their lunch, Bill gives details of the people of New Mullion and makes fun of a few of them. Such a fancy description of the village and its people catches the narrator's attention, catches the narrator's fancy, and he virtually falls in love with this place. Once the lunch is done, they again resume their hunt for Lutkins. A friend of Lutkins tells them that Lutkins has gone to his mother's place 3 miles north. Bill warns the narrator, the hack driver, he warns the narrator about Lutkin's mother. He tells him that his mother is 9 feet tall and 4 feet thick. She is an ill-tempered woman and she abuses people. She uses all the bad words. So this is the description he gives about Lutkin's mother to the narrator. So firstly they went to Fritz's shop, then they went to Gustaff's parlour, then they go to Gray's parlour, after that they go to the pool room, and now this is the 5th place that they're going to, which is Lutkin's mother's house. They reach there, but Lutkin's mother denies having any knowledge of her son's whereabouts. Bill then demands to search the house and claims that they have a legal right to do so. The woman then goes to the kitchen and comes out with a hot iron rod and frightens both the men. They run away, but they succeed at peering at all the windows as the house is only single story high. They also search for Lutkins in the barn and stable but do not find him there. Stable is the place where they keep animals, and barn is the place where they keep the fodder and everything, the animal food. So they search everywhere, but they can't find Lutkins anywhere. When the woman sees them doing so, she laughs at them. So basically, they can't find Lutkins anywhere. As the narrator is getting late and he has to catch the train back to the city, they head towards the railway station. Although the narrator fails to find Lutkins, he's not able to fulfill the purpose with which he came to this village, but he's not upset. He is in fact overwhelmed by his visit, and he keeps thinking about the simplicity and friendliness of the people of this village, New Mullion. He thinks that he has found a treasure and has discovered a new way of life. He also views the possibility of settling down there to practice law and is not at all sorry for not having found Lutkins. So he loves this place. He finds, he thinks that people are so simple and helpful, and he considers settling down in this village, New Mullion. The next morning, everybody in his office is annoyed at the narrator as he had not completed his task. He feels that his legal career has come to an end even before starting. He's again sent back to New Mullion, and this time a person who knows Lutkins accompanies him. The narrator feels sorry as the presence of another man with him would deprive him of the opportunity to move around the village one more time as he did the other day. When they reach the railway station, the narrator notices the hack driver, Bill, standing near his cart and laughing with Lutkin's mother. He finds this strange. He points to Bill and he tells the man who was accompanying him, he tells him that Bill is the person who had helped him in looking for Lutkins. His colleague exposes the narrator's foolishness by instantly telling him that Bill was none other than Lutkins himself. When the narrator serves summons to Lutkins, the latter laughs at him. Everyone laughs at him. He mockingly tells the narrator. So Lutkins mockingly tells the narrator to have coffee with their neighbors because that was the only family in the village that had missed meeting the city boy the previous day. That was the only family that had missed all the fun. So that's about it. Basically, the narrator is befooled by Lutkins. So this is what the story is all about. The hack driver gives us the message. The story gives us the message that appearances are deceptive. However, the writer conveys this message very artistically in a hilarious way. The seemingly simple and helpful villagers in the story are too crafty for the narrator to handle. They are very smart. The young city lawyer forms a positive opinion about the villagers when he meets them first. He even decides to move to this village, New Mullion, and begin practicing law in this small village, inhabited by wonderful people. However, he later discovers that all those he had met had befooled him. Thus, the story gives the message that one should not form opinions about others based on their face value. So that's all about it. If you liked the video, if you found it useful, then please subscribe to my channel and you can also leave comments. Thank you.